Shopping must. Visit today.
We are right here on the cusp of spring. Lots of you have plans to build a new home. Maybe you were one of the people sadly replaced by the tornado now almost a year ago, and you're still in the process of rebuilding your home. No doubt you know that the home building industry has been very much affected by COVID, but we've got good news for you this morning because we've headed out to Home Choice over on Lee Highway. Joey Tubbs has kindly welcomed us into the showroom. Good to see you.
It's good to see you. Thanks for coming out.
First and foremost, even though we are now almost a year into COVID, your showroom has been busy. You said people have been happily walking in to pick out their windows.
Absolutely. Of course, we're sticking with guidelines, wearing masks, stuff like that. But the showroom is open. It's been surprising how many people have come in and visited with us.
You need that. You need to be able to come in because you might think it's a simple choice to choose the right window or door for your home. It is far from easy. There's a lot of science and engineering involved, not to mention the aesthetic.
Yeah, and it's good to come to a place and just touch and feel and see exactly what you're getting, the differences between the aluminum clad wood window all the way down to a fiberglass, even to a vinyl window.
Okay, I want to get into a conversation with you a little bit about all the variety that you have. But I led off by saying if you're somebody who's building or redoing from the tornado, they've been pretty impacted at the shortage of supplies. You've kind of got some help there.
Yeah, you know, we have seen, especially over the last 6 months, you know, extended lead times with windows. And we've got a product that has a very, I guess, short lead time compared, you know, with the pandemic and everything that's going on. We have it's a fiberglass window. It's made by Marvin. It's called Marvin Essentials. It's a quality product. It comes with multiple colors, exterior colors, and we can get it in a timely manner, and it ships when it says it's going to ship.
Which is a big thing these days. You mentioned it's a fiberglass window. What's different between that and maybe a vinyl?
Well, you know, fiberglass, it's a pull-treated, it's a patented product that Marvin has designed, which is called Ultrex, and it's a pull-treated fiberglass, which makes it a lot stronger than vinyl, a lot durable to UV, exposure to weather. It comes with a commercial grade exterior finish.
That's big.
It is big. It is big, and you can do larger sizes. It comes with, you know, energy efficient glass. You know, it has a very sleek, modern look, which is a big design that people really like right now. There's a ton of options that you can do with the product.
Well, okay, so I'm watching you because you're almost, I can see you mentally trying to think, gosh, there's so much I could share. Where do I start? If you are building a house, people have long joked and said, I could never imagine building because my spouse and I would fight all the time. You can get tired sometimes of making choices. So with your staff, y'all have got the skill and know-how to kind of minimize that agony for people, right?
And it's an expert approach is the way that we like to look at it. You know, we're fenestration consultants, which, you know, is a fancy name, I guess, for a window salesperson. But, you know, we like to sit down and talk about each window in the home and sit down in the showroom and just really go through, you know, the whole process of how things are going to function, how you're going to use them. Do you want a window open? How can we, you know, save you money? Where if you just sent it to somebody that just put a price on just the project, you know, and took, you know, no care in you know, how the functionality of the home may be, you know, we can save you some money by just our expertise and with the functionality and with design of the home.
So obviously you want the general aesthetic of the house to be similar, but I guess if you had a house that had a western front, maybe the type of window you want might be different from what you're going to need on the southern or eastern side.
Yeah, because we're going to get, you know, just our climate, you know, that 4 o'clock sun is bearing down on that side of the house, and we may want to be, you know, more energy efficient there, but we've got to also think about how does that affect, you know, the room. Do we have windows that aren't west facing? Do we need to make sure all our glass matches, with the same energy efficiency, so it's all the same color. know.
You mentioned that window, what was it called, Marvin?
Marvin Essentials.
Has kind of a modern look to it that a lot of
does.
people like. But you've also got in the showroom, which is why you want to come in and
Yep.
see, you've got these beautiful craftsman-looking
Yep.
windows too that are the throwback to the days
Yep.
of old.
And we can, of course, we have an aluminum clad-wood window that is historically correct to a window that would have been, made in the turn of the century, the 1900s, to modern-looking products that, Marvin has a modern line that's very sleek. It's a lot of glass and just very small frames.
So somebody comes in the showroom, they sit there together, talk with you, and get
Mm-hmm.
an idea, and they say, okay, I think this is the one they want.
Yeah.
How often before they pull the trigger do they say, Joey, can y'all come out and take a look at the house before we order?
Yeah, typically we want to be at the beginning of the process.
Okay.
So you found land, you've got a lot, you're fixing to start to build. We want to be a part of the whole budget
Okay.
of the home. So, if you're thinking about doing this and you've got plans, you've picked a builder, or even before you pick a builder, we like to work with architects that are designing homes to help them, give you the best,
Right.
information that they possibly can. So we want to be, as early in the process as possible, because you don't want to say, hey, I want this, and then find out it costs this.
Gotcha, gotcha.
And then it's like, oh, I can't afford this. I have to, start trying to find other ways, to get to, your budget.
Ordinarily, you and I would be talking about the upcoming home show.
Yeah.
That can't happen because of COVID,
No.
but thank goodness your showroom is open.
Yes.
You encourage people just to come in. Do you recommend they make an appointment?
We do. We do recommend to make an appointment because we are, scattered. We could be out on a job site, or we could be meeting with somebody when you come in and not be able to give you the time that you deserve. So
Okay.
it would be nice if you could call in.
All right. Well, if you are in the throes of building or redoing a house, this is definitely a place where you want to come. You'll have lots of choices, but the expertise to guide you along the way. Thank you, Joey.
Thank you.
You can find Home Choice over on Lee Highway. Easy to find just off the Bonnie Oaks exit. Very convenient location, phone number, and website there on your screen. Call and make that appointment.
Do you taste that mesquite butter? And add all the fixings, bacon, lettuce, grilled onion,